laptop and I have my audio on my iPad.
Yeah, that should work.
That's good. Okay. Laptop and I have my audio on.
Okay, I just turned on the live stream. Do we have captions on? Yeah, that's already on. Okay. Tom, nod your head if you want me to go do the intro. Yeah, Tom? Oh, Tom may not even be able to hear us. All right, hang on. I'm muting Tom. All right, let me find the thing with the thing. Sorry, I'm just stepping in for Tom at the last minute. Sorry if it sounds like we're a bunch of amateurs throwing it together. I'm going to share my screen. And just give me one more second.
Hey, Michael, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Hey, I made it. I'm listening though. You handle it. I'll tell you about next week, but we're all good.
Oh, well, no, I'd rather you do it. I'll just keep sitting next. You
I don't have the screen. Okay, I also need my notebook, but okay. Well, thanks everybody. And Michael, you're such a great host. I really want you to do it, but thanks everybody for your patience. Yeah. Welcome to the Friday night workshop. And I guess we're streaming. Did you get the streaming online?
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I'm deep in no connectivity land. So it's been hard with all these like two-factor authentications and stuff. But anyway, thanks for coming to Friday night or Friday afternoon workshops. Go ahead and hit next, Michael. I really appreciate it. And thanks everybody for being here. Yeah, it's 501c3. It's a nonprofit. We have a box around learn.solcomics.org. That's our website. You can find out what we're doing, what courses are running, and what other events are happening. Go ahead. So this is not next week's stuff. Next week, actually, we have Henry Chamberlain, whose new book is called George's Run, about George Clayton Johnson, the science fiction writer who wrote Logan's Run. And Henry will be doing something called something about TV and media, I'm not sure. But this is your last chance to get on the Saul graphic novel program. Go to learn.solcomics.org and find out more, or send us an email or message or Instagram message. And because that's starting in a week. Go ahead, Michael.
Well, who do you think would benefit from that program, Tom, though? It's a very exciting program.
Thanks, Michael. Anyone who really wants to make something, and who's kind of like, either you're starting and you don't know how to start, or you're started and you're stalled out. I would say either one of them. Or maybe you got ahead of steam, but you're worried you might lose it. And any one of those. If you're already up and running and you don't need help, then you don't need us. But if you need some help, we're here. Okay, go next. Look at these great slides. This one's old because JD's not doing his thing. Okay, although the other program, that's all right.
You can see that, everybody.
Yeah, but the other programs are still, and they're all great and all that stuff. You can go through that. So anyway, thanks to everybody who donated tonight or any other time. It really helps. And SAW has been doing good work with donations and tuitions and helping other people. And that's what we're doing right now. Is I'm in rural Kentucky, and we're trying to set up a place to have residencies live and in person someday. It's taken a lot of hard labor to do that so far. But anyway, keep going. Thanks.
Has it been like a penal colony, Tom?
No, it's been actually a lot of talking, a lot of drawing, and then a lot of digging ditches and pulling things out of the ground and stuff like that. So not penal colony exactly. I've been able to take breaks when I wish. So anyway, that's the SAW Sustaining Members donation slide. Thank you so much if you are one of our members. And that reminds me that we're having a live in-person workshop July 25th through 28th. You can find that at learn.solcomics.org as well. I'll be running that. You can share anything at Friday night hashtag Friday Night Comics. Use the @ comics workshop. And you can find us at members.solcomics.org. And usually I would have a lot of stuff prepared in the chat, including Erika's hashtag and @ which is modern enchantment, but you might have to ask Erika for that because I don't have any of my text files with me. Using Josh Bayer's iPad. Go ahead, Michael. What's next? Let's get it started. All right, keep it PG-13. Please, no inappropriate speech or imagery. Michael's in charge of the controls as far as muting and unmuting. I think I can do it, but we'll see. Anyway, we're ready. And Erica's joining us from very far away, at least from far away from where I am. I'm really excited. Make sure to spotlight Erica, Michael, although I think I might have that control. Hi, Erica, how are you? I'm sorry, I'm so out of Uh-oh, there's an echo. Is it me or you? And Erica's
Oh, it was
muted.
me, my bad.
Okay,
Ooh,
welcome.
is it working? Oh, okay. Hi,
Yeah,
everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you, everybody, for joining. My name is Erika Pascual. I am a Hawaii-based illustrator and educator. Last year, I graduated from CCA with the Comics MFA. And I've been running my small business, Modern Enchantment, and teaching workshops and classes on the side, along with some stories that I'm working on. And during my time at CCA, when I was working on my thesis, I had the idea of mapping out my character's journey along with the story beats on an actual physical map. So I mapped out the character's journey, and I thought that would be an interesting activity for today. So this is, let's see. So this is the Fantasy Adventure Comics.
Let's do it.
So let's get started. I am going to share my screen if that's okay. It's telling me that only the host can share.
Yeah, let's see. Michael or I should be able to make you co-host. I'm on a different screen, so I'm not sure how to do it really fast. Let me see.
Yeah,
Michael. Oh, there we go. Thank you so much.
Oh, perfect. Let's start. Okay. So if you have a couple of pieces of paper, that would be perfect. I'm working digitally, but I have my tool. So first, we are going to get started by drawing a line to symbolize the path of your journey. So you can start here, and this is going to be your map. So it can be as squiggly as you want.
So take 1 or 2 pages and just draw a squiggly line.
Yes.
All right. What if we make it really crazily squiggly? Is it okay, or should it look more like a rolling mountain like you've got there?
Oh, no, you can do it any way you want. Actually, you know what? You can even add loops. The only thing you want to do is make sure you have enough room for panels, because we're going to be adding 4 panels to this map.
Awesome. All right.
Okay. Now we're going to add 4 panels. So it can be anywhere you want. You just got to make sure that they're big enough where you can, draw comfortably.
So just to draw a box, or does it have to be a box? Can it be like a squiggly panel or a cloud bubble panel or circle?
Any shape you want.
Okay.
Let's see. Here. 1, 2.
Somebody's asking, can the panel intersect the line, or should it be to the side?
Oh.
You can have it intersect. Yeah. That's fine. Oops. Okay. And we have, if you have some extra time, you can start actually mapping the topography of your map. And this is fantasy, so you can make it however crazy or, you know, fun you want. You can have a candy land. You can have, Tom and I were talking about it earlier, and he said you can do like floats in your closet. So you can have soft mountains or laundry meadows, something like that. It's all up to you.
Should it be based on a theme? Like, are we working on like a grant? Is this like have we just mapped our entire life or something else? Or like maybe, you know, is this beginning to end or just any kind of other kind of journey? Or do we need to know yet?
No, it will be a mystery.
Oh, okay. But put things that are relevant to your life, I guess, around, like you're making a landscape, a fantasy landscape. Okay. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can have hills, mountains. You can map out where your rivers are. I have a mountain here, but I'm just making it a strawberry. Ooh, my hands are shaky today.
Right. I'm trying strawberries too. I always copy what the teacher does.
And we'll have time later on as well to add more to the map.
So just have fun drawing places all around this map, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
And then in the first panel, up here, what we're going to do is you're going to draw yourself as your character in this world. So it doesn't necessarily have to be you. You can have some kind of avatar. And you can be, if you want, you can even be a fantasy character. So wizard, knight, archer, healer, anything you want.
So is the character doing anything in that panel, or are we just depicting it?
We are depicting it, so you can draw your character starting off on its adventure. So maybe you can have them walking down the path, or you can just draw your character just as is, like your character design. So let's see.
Maybe everybody in chat can tell us what you're drawing yourself as, or your character.
So I will be drawing, my character is a cat.
Nice.
Oh goodness, make this a little bit smaller.
Maybe you, oh, look at that.
Ooh, I love that snake idea. Actually, you know what? Let's see. I kind of wanted to have her. So for example, mine, a botanist. That is not
wonderful. A cat botanist.
So let's say that this character is a healer and he's collecting plants for the potions.
Oh.
Jiggly tail.
Maybe you tarot fans out there can tell me the Holy Fool is the first card, and he's falling off a cliff, right? Or he's walking off the cliff. Is that? Because I think that's what I've just drawn. Oh, look at that cat. Cat is. Are we allowed to use words? Should we wait?
You can, yeah. If you want to, feel free to add captions or text, or any kind of word balloons you want. So let's see. Maybe mine is just saying, All right, and if you, let's see, we can move on to the second panel. So the second panel, you've started on your journey and surprise, you get caught in a thunderstorm.
Oh.
So draw yourself taking shelter. It can be at a local tavern. It can be at someone's, if you can make camp somewhere. You could have found maybe you can find a cave to take shelter in. This is up to you.
I feel like I need a
If you did,
smaller panel for that. Can I add? Is it okay? Am I breaking the rules if I do that? Really add a tiny little panel next to it?
yeah, you can.
Okay.
So if you feel like you're sensing some kind of story in there, that's great. I want it to be like a brainstorming, writing session as well.
Okay. So
you can go on and make a comic later on.
So seeking refuge from a thunderstorm in a tavern or dwelling of some kind.
It could be a cave too, Tom.
Oh, is that what we said? Okay.
It could be a cave as well.
I put it in chat.
Oh, great.
With the T for topic.
Thank you.
So here I have, you can draw an arrow to wherever you are hiding as well. So I just pointed the panel or connected this panel to this little town here.
Oh, cool.
And then I'm just gonna have her drink something at a tavern. Gosh.
We'd be surprised that her cave already had bats in it.
It's funny because my second panel was right near a cactus and a desert landscape. So suddenly I've got a thunderstorm in the desert, which is fun to think about.
Could be a sandstorm.
Nice.
Oh, too late. Can I draw a second character at this point since they're in a tavern or something?
Yeah, if you make friends along the way, feel free to add them in your panels as well.
Nice. Okay, fun.
And just to be clear, this is strawberry soda. I don't know if I can add alcohol or anything.
Cassie's already ready for the third panel. Cassie wants to know what's going to happen next.
Cassie, hold on. Hold on.
Hold on, Cassie.
Draw more puddles and rain.
Chris Wright said he just had a bat in his house the other night.
Just had a what?
He had a bat in his house.
You're supposed to get rabies shots when that happens, right? Sorry to be a bearer of bad news. That's what I've heard recently.
Okay. And we can actually, okay, let's continue on to the next panel. So you've continued on your journey of the next day, and you've reached a thick, dense forest, and a mysterious figure has blocked your path. What happens? So what do you do? Who is this person, or what is this thing? And are they friend or foe?
All right. So say that one more time. There's a third panel, and in this panel, we meet mysterious figure.
A mysterious figure. I just typed it into chat. Yeah. A mysterious figure has blocked your path. Who is this person or thing? Friend or foe? And then what happens? It could go either way.
I'm drinking strawberry soda too. I'm still working on my tavern. Erika, does your cat have a sort of hoodie on?
Yeah, it does.
Nice, because I'm copying it, so that's why I want to know.
Oh.
Okay. All right, mysterious figure blocks your way. Oh.
Strawberry soda. So, Erica, are you suggesting if people catch up with panel 3 that they add some labels like you're doing? Some text?
Yeah, if you have, yes, if you have time, extra time, like if you finished a panel early, you can also add more text, captions, or you can even add to your topography as well. So more details to your map. Further flesh out your story.
And what character are you drawing, Erika, in this third panel?
Here I am drawing, so this is the creature completely made out of mist.
Whoa.
These are two of my favorite characters to work with. The cat's name is Buko, which is coconut, and this cloud figure is Ube. And it's just a sparkling cloud. But let's say that they actually did plan on meeting up along the way, but they just so happened to meet up in the forest for some reason.
Right, that mysterious smile on their face, right? So I guess they can be a friend, you said, friend or foe.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, word balloon.
Oop. Sorry, sometimes my mute. Oh, where did it go? Okay, there it is. My iPad is ancient, so it kind of kicks me out of Procreate sometimes.
Luckily, it auto saves, right?
Yes.
Oh. Remy
So
is
we can
glad
move on to
that they made a mushroom forest at the beginning because strange mushroom creatures are always awesome.
I love that. And then in the last panel, you've reached your destination. And this can be anywhere you want it to be. Where have you arrived? What have you obtained? If you're looking for something in particular, a lost relic, some kind of magical item. Yes, you decide. That's in your last panel.
Maybe we can throw some ideas around in the chat. What kind of things are we looking for? A cure, maybe? Maybe a treasure from a relative or a treasure from a stranger. What else? A relic. I like that you said that. A reason to, a clue to issue 2. Yeah, what kind of things might be in the chat? Whoa, look at those angry mountains. Oh no, they're kind of happy angry.
I see tea and magic keys. I'm always looking for my keys.
Love. So panel 1, Jamie, is your first character, or your first panel is your character. Your second panel is you happen to get caught in a thunderstorm. Where do you seek refuge? And then the third panel is a mysterious creature has blocked your path in a dark forest. What do you do?
Fourth panel is you have reached your destination. What is that destination?
Yes. So here we're actually, my characters are going to be in these mountains. And they're going to be looking for this magical flower that only grows in these mountains. Luke was a botanist, so he's always wanted to visit.
Maybe my character wants to go back to the tavern. It's nice there.
Continue your line back to panel 2.
No, that's never a good idea. You have to go forward. You have to progress.
Mysterious star-shaped flowers.
Libby's snake wants to be on someone else's map.
What? Oh, on somebody else's map. That's where
Libby's snake has left the building. And Mahor's characters found the most comfortable pair of magical shoes in that universe.
Nice.
Wow.
I can't wait to see some of these. Wow. And Candy's all over Philadelphia, Middle Earth. Wow, Puko looks really happy.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. Oh, so much joy.
Yeah, the characters in my comics always look really disappointed. Never have a happy resolution like that.
Yeah. Each to their needs and abilities. Oh, and look, the happy Misty Cloud character also.
Do we want to start inviting people to raise their virtual hands if they want to share?
That's up to Erika, but I think I'd like to invite Erika to share your hand as well. Can you do that on the iPad? I think you have to hit more and then raise your hand. But that way we won't lose track of you when people start raising hands.
Let's see.
I know that's
Okay. So I'm gonna
on Zoom. Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that. We can see your whole. Great.
So if you have all your panels, you can keep adding details. right?
Yeah, add to your topography, and you can even label your locations.
Or even label the
So I'm
world,
gonna
right?
Yes, exactly.
Or even label the story or something, I suppose.
My Procreate is just not cooperating. Hey, sorry. Dragon cubes.
Mysteriously.
Oh, underlit forest.
Add a river running through here to the ocean. I can also continue on and weave through these hills and go past the dragon caves.
Pretty. So now we see that those flowers probably grow near riverbanks.
Yeah.
Certain part of the river, maybe.
And you can start, I mean, you've pretty much made your own lore in this map.
Mm.
Start adding more details to it. Forest.
Pokey pine.
Yeah, and these strawberry mountains. I didn't want to do the chocolate hills from the Philippines, but it's, you know, somewhat similar, that shape, that rounded shape. So now they're strawberry mountains. Sorry, I'm right next to the highway, so cars and whatnot are going to be really loud. Yes, that's where the soda comes from at the tap.
Wonderful. So what do you think, Erika? Should we take a look at some of the other work?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so Michael, should I handle this part? I think I can handle it. But
Yeah.
Okay, so Erika, let's see. Thank you so much. Let's unshare and okay, great. And now let's see. I'm on a different kind of device, so I'm all confused. Okay. Oh, you guys didn't realize you can't even see me. All right. So here's what I see.
Tom, if it's easier, I can do the spotlight and you can just
okay. I see Marlene and Oneida and Eric. Oh wait, and then Lizzie, and then I don't know. Sure, Michael. I see Marlene first. It's nice to see Marlene out there in Australia. Let's see what Marlene's up to. You want a spotlight? And you're gonna have to ask to mute. That always is the first step. And then spotlight.
Oh, can you unmute Marlena?
Can you hear me?
There we are. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, my little story is about something different called Fantasy of the Deep. And I drew a squiggle, and the squiggle starts in panel 1, where there's a storm brewing, a waterfall flowing. To panel 2, there's an arrow to indicate something, a connection between the two panels. There's a little building there, not quite sure who lives there, but it's there. And then suddenly a personality appears, which is a mermaid under the sea. And she's not below in the deeper part, but in the upper part where she is bubbling out some air. And the companion is a turtle swimming with her. The two of them keep each other company. Then the squiggle takes a turn, and it goes to the third panel, where she hears the rumble in the mountains. The storm comes down fiercely with lightning and shudders the earth and shakes the water. And she's inside a cave trying to keep herself safe and secure. You can see the cracks in the walls of the cave, and it's sort of everything is shaking. Then the squiggle takes us to, you called it a forest, I call it the scary part of the ocean. Splash. There's an almighty splash from the sea creature. And it's got sharp incisors and teeth. And somebody from somewhere, probably the mermaid, is crying out, "Wow, what is this?" And there's a sea aquatic animal at the bottom, looking and seeing what the commotion is all about. And the sea creature is about to look for something to eat, but he cannot enter the cave because the entrance to the cave is too small for him. He's about 10 meters high and very wide, so he couldn't get in. So he's lurking at the entrance of the cave in my fantasy narration. And then suddenly she frees herself, her and a turtle, and they manage to swim miraculously with the help of a genie or some supernatural being to this beautiful castle with a moat around it, with the water from the mountain. And there's a connection between the beginning and the end. That little building over there actually was the castle that couldn't be seen very well. And so that is the progression of my narration this morning. Thank you.
Well, can we hear Erika? I'm not sure, but thanks, Marlene. Super.
That was so awesome.
There you are. Cool. Underwater scenes. All right. Is it Oneida or Onita? Anyway, we will go to. Oh, Michael, can you ask them to unmute and spotlight? Thanks.
It's Onita.
Onita, thank you.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to try and read backwards because that's the best way to do it. So my little story is. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the Chronicles of the Proper Bunny, and my character is basically Peaches, the Highland hare, and she started out in Avocado Forest, which is where she lives, which is right there. And then she's going to take the path and go all the way around, and she's going to end up at the Sea Cliffs and Beach. And that is where she hides in the sand during this storm.
Those are ears.
Yeah, she's buried. She dug a hole, and the lightning just in time before the lightning hits her. Then she gets up after the storm and she's like, oh my God, don't look at me. Because she doesn't know what this big scary thing is. And it's terrifying. And it's basically this big fluffy Afro panda from the planet Depreza. And her name is Otakava, but she doesn't know that yet. So then the path goes really crazy. There's a lot of stuff going on, lots of twists and turns and all kinds of things in Lemon Bar City. And then they leave Lemon Bar City. A lot of more twists and turns, a lot of more shit goes on. Oh, sorry. And they end up falling in love. There's a little love part right there. And they found what they're looking for. And they go into the sunset together. They walk out off into the sunset. And I like to put Easter eggs and stuff, not like Easter, but what is it? Easter eggs in video games? You know how there's like things that you find.
I know Easter eggs. Like
Okay,
Easter
good.
eggs, like in references.
Yeah. So like there's a heart in the center of them. That's the mountains at the center of the sunset and then the road and all that. So like, I like to draw stuff like that within the comic. So this is really fun. I really appreciate this. And then Otakava, she lands on Earth because she saw the map of avocado forest, and avocado is Otakava spelled backwards. So she's like, oh, I'll land there. That's great. I'll land there. That looks good. So it's obviously the universe saying it's meant to be for the proper bunny and Otakava to be together. But basically along the way, Peaches changes her name to the proper bunny. So, but that's a whole thing that happens in the forest and the city and the beach and the forest and back again. So too much for now.
Yeah, you got a whole graphic novel there.
That's right. I'm taking your class.
Oh, great. Oh, wonderful. Well, thanks.
Yeah. So this
That
is a
was
great
awesome.
exercise to put it on one page. It was really cool. I just so appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anita. Okay, cool. Can we ask Candy to go and spotlight, and then Cassie, then what do you got, Michael?
He's off camera. I see Lizzie.
Oh, right.
Next,
Yeah,
but Lizzie's
Oh
also
yeah, whatever
off
you see,
camera.
Michael. Go ahead and do it. I'll follow your lead.
Who's the next person that has
Let me
Cassie? Cassie is on camera. Asked to unmute. There we go.
Okay, so I ended up erasing my map because I did it in pencil and then it was getting in the way of the things I wanted to do. So no map, but we do have, here's me as a adventurer. Here we go, try and get this. Usually I do a lot more color and it pops a lot more on camera. Okay, anyways, there we are in a cave. This is a mythical beast. I was thinking about like Raya and the Last Dragon and how they each have like their mythical beasts that they sort of ride around the countryside. And so this is sort of a llama fox situation. And yes, there are in our cave. Oh, terrible. You meet an enchantress who makes us a potion, and that's what we've been looking for. So we're saved. My cat has informed me that we're done sharing.
What a nice drawing. That second panel especially, I really like.
Thank you. I like it too. Yeah, I'm definitely going to add lots of color. I feel like the llama fox should be like some very bright colors.
Erika, what do you think? I don't know if she can hear me. Erika. Yeah, anyway.
Valentine likes it very much.
Is that the name of your cat?
Awesome. I love
Yes,
it.
this is Valentine.
Oh, we got both Erica's. All right. Michael, I will let you spotlight whoever you need because we're on different kind of machines here. So
Okay.
thank you, Cass.
I see Lizzie
Thank
next.
you.
Thanks. Beautiful drawings.
Hello. Okay, I didn't know what to do and then I just started drawing. So I drew like an alligator guy with his little hobo pack leaving home swamp and going through the rainy mountain pass, and it's like thunder and lightning and rainy, and he's in the little cave, and then some very hot hills, and the mysterious person that they meet is like cloaked on the road, and there's like a bridge, and it's their toad friend, and it's very nice to see them. The end.
Oh, that's awesome.
Have you drawn that alligator character before?
No.
Oh, very nice. I like the hot ass hills. Not fantasy exactly. Pretty common, pretty normal thing. I like that.
Yeah.
Because
Is ass a bad word? I edited my mouth about it.
I think we can get away with that.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Thank you, Lizzie. Nice to see you.
I see Cheryl and Candy next, but they're all off camera. Oh,
There's
here's
Cheryl. Okay.
Right. I was inspired by the strawberry, so I drew a strawberry girl out in the woods, and it starts to rain, and then she meets the jam toast, and then she finds the strawberry fields.
Can you scroll up a little bit, Cheryl? I think I'm missing the bottom anyway.
I don't think I can scroll up because it's not
bummer.
There's not much at the bottom.
Well, I beg to differ. It's really lovely. I love there's something very Freudian or something very deeply subconscious about running into a character and it being toast with jam, and if you're a strawberry character, that's pretty intense. There's something very intense about that moment.
Thank you. That's great.
Thank you, Cheryl.
I see Candy next.
Hi, can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm actually walking the streets of Philly, and I even have my name on my shirt. So aptly, my comic is about Frodette, who makes her way to Philly. So I'll show you right now. Actually, I don't know if I can change the camera. Can I? All right. Let me see here. How do I switch? I don't know. Okay, I'll show this way. So here's Frodette in Middle Earth. Just so she's the child of Frodo, but he sails away, so she's all alone. But she's immortal. So then she's hiding out, and she's hiding, sheltering all alone. And then she makes her way through space and time. So here she is. She's in England, in Nottinghamshire. Of course, she runs into Robin Hood. She's making her way through history. She gets on the boat for Plymouth Rock in 1620. So she ends up on this side of the world. And she ends up loving Philadelphia, and she's catching a fly ball at a baseball game. And I just imagine Frodette like walking the streets like I do. She kind of lives in Philly, and I'm always looking for her backstory. So that's that.
Awesome.
That is super fun. I love that we're getting a real view of a real journey while also a cartoon journey.
Thank you. Yep, we're walking around.
Thanks for sharing. I see Caroline Ding next, but off camera. Oh,
Hello.
hi.
Hi. Hello. Well, I drew, let's see if this shows up, a kind of a formless blob. Well, I watched this animation on YouTube that's called The Little Poet, and the main character from that kind of looks like this, and I was very inspired and I felt very connected to the character, so I decided to draw it as me, perhaps. And here it is in the forest. It's getting ready to go on a journey with her little sack, and here she is sheltering from the rain under a leaf. But then these two should be switched. I forgot. But then she encounters a monster. Oh no! But then she defeats it with her magic because she's a magician. And then she roasts it for dinner. But then its friend is in the back. So we don't know what will happen.
Oh. So nice.
Wow.
Very nice. Did that character have a name? That was you said, actually. I think.
I identify with it, yeah. I'm not sure what its name is.
So wonderful. Thank you so much.
That was great.
Yeah.
Jen Spence. Hi there, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
You
Can
still
Jen
on mute.
unmute Michael?
There we
Let's
go.
see.
Sorry about that. I thought my video was off for some reason. Okay, so I sort of came in about 10 minutes late and missed the first part where this was supposed to be about fantasy. So the whole thing evolved to be about like a little memoir thing. So I hope that's okay. So I sort of like backtracked, and that's the whole
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Ah, so much. Tell us what's going on.
So the story begins in Salisbury, Maryland, where I grew up. I didn't get a chance to draw New York City because this is where it ends up. And I just started drawing and the story hadn't evolved yet. So this is me about age 7, and that's me about age 10 or 11, and that's my dog Jiffy. And I said, I'm really not sure about what this comic is going to be about. And then I saw the whole thing about taking shelter. And I realized this is the blah, 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 blah. And this is a big book. And that's me at 10, 11, 12, and 13. And it says, I always take shelter in books and in the love of my dog. And it says at the bottom, there was a lot of negativity when I was there. My shelter was my books. So that's panel number 2. And then panel number 3 is here. And the shadowy figures blocking my way are my parents. And it says, Jiffy, blah, blah, car hit her, blah, 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 blah. And then there's me feeling tiny and powerless. And it says, when they told me that my dog Jiffy was hit by a car and that they had her outside without a leash again and didn't watch her, and how she wandered into traffic and had been killed, I felt tiny, small, and immensely unsafe. And so then there's me now. And it says, and now I've been surrounded by animals for my entire adult life. I cannot imagine my life without them. I have unconditionally loved. I've come to realize that I feel more safe with them, unconditionally loved, and that I'm also given the opportunity to unconditionally love them. And so there's Jiffy, and there's Thea, which was my first cat, and Amanda, which was her companion. She died younger though. And Kiki, who I only had for like a year because he died young. And then Mina, who I adopted to keep Kiki. And then there's Kiki Company. When he passed, I adopted Cleo. And then I just fell in love with Sarabella, and she tortures both of them. So that's sort of where I ended up.
Oh man, that got me right in the feels, Jen. Really nice.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jen.
How about Emma? I see Emma next.
Okay.
You may have to
So-
turn your background off.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Thank you.
Perfect.
All right, here we go. Here's the whole thing. So I started with my character. I decided to do a fairy pirate just for
Nice.
fun. And so then getting caught in the rainstorm and see her ship in the rain with the purple sails, traversing between a mountain pass. And then the mysterious stranger we meet, it's not in the forest because they're at sea, but they meet a sea monster, there was a warning about on the map, but they run into the sea monster. And then they make it to the secret island marked with the X, but it turns out that the sea monster helps them find the underwater cave in order to meet up with their pals.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a little story there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, lovely. Love that ship between the mountains and between the hills panel.
And that serpent is really cool. I see Frankie D, but they're off camera. Karen Roberts is off camera. Aria's off. Oh, here we go. Frankie.
It's my first class, so I just wasn't sure when I should come on. But yeah, since you mentioned like drawing ourselves, does it work? Let me see.
It may be that the light is shining directly on the paper and making it too bright for the camera.
If I did that,
If
a little bit, maybe.
maybe direct the light a little bit away. I'm starting to see it.
Give me 1 second then.
We need lighting designers to help us.
Yeah, seriously.
Spoken like a theater guy.
I just turned the light off.
Yeah,
Is
it
that
should come into focus if you just hold it up.
much better?
No.
Bring it back a couple inches, maybe.
We should know these tricks by now. I actually think maybe the problem is the light coming from in front.
Can you angle it down? Angle it
Give me one more. Here, let me do one more thing.
This is like asking for directions in New York City. Everybody's got a different answer.
Yeah, seriously.
I got
let's see.
Oh my God, seriously? Okay, wait.
Wait a minute. There we
Oh
go.
wait,
I'm
wrong
seeing it.
side.
Wrong side.
I think it's taken
Give
a
it a
second.
moment. Give it a moment. Yeah, because it's like white balancing. Now we can see it.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, crappy webcam. But like I was saying, like since you mentioned drawing ourselves, I kind of whenever I do that, I always default to drawing like a zombie. So I just had this idea of like maybe like an undead wandering king in this like fantasy desert landscape type thing, where like maybe he was like usurped by his brother recently and then found by a witch and revived and kind of goes on like a journey to go back, right, to like gain his kingdom back.
Wow.
I figured like the hiding in the thunderstorm could be some kind of like the witch's influence is changing things, but he doesn't realize it because he's not completely lucid anymore. And then like eventually seeing his sister, who's a princess, and like she kind of feels like she can appeal to him, so she brings him home. Like maybe she was like looking for him or something since he was gone. And then when he gets back to the kingdom, the witch kind of takes full control, and then she's queen. At least for now. I don't know.
Very
That
nice.
is awesome. I love how all these story details are just taking shape.
you.
That's really cool.
I'm pretty quick. I appreciate it though, for real.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
I see Karen Roberts next. Hi, Karen.
Hello, nice to be here. This is kind of me, and I my journey to organize my studio. So I'm my happy little flower, and I love art supplies, but I'm just going to get a few, only a few, as we've all said many, many times before. And I'm in the pins and needles rain under a little embroidery project there, taking shelter, and get the road passing by the spools and the thimbles and through the fabric and down into the messy too muchness of the markers and the brushes and the yarn and the protractors and the rulers. And then suddenly appear the scissors. I'm cutting you off. You cannot have any more because there's too much. My poor little flower self is just so upset. But suddenly, wait, there are bins, there are shelves. And so my scissor friend says, cut out the guilt instead.
Ooh. Sweet.
I love that.
Love the scissors pun. Cut it out.
Yeah,
pun.
scissors pals are always good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
sharing. Aria? Hi.
Hello. Hi. So I have a little wizard character that starts their adventure from like a little humble mushroom town. And this is the storm event, taking refuge in a cave, and then in a cave. And then they run into like an alter ego in a mysterious mirror in a dungeon. And then they actually also end up falling in love and sailing into the sunset.
Oh, another love story.
Yeah.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love that. The character is great. That was Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
What else do we have, Michael?
Kayleen?
Deal with that.
Mikhail?
Hi. Can you hear me?
We can. We got a bit of an echo going on. I don't know
Yeah.
what.
Oh, shucks.
But I don't think it's Colleen. I think I'm not sure.
Oh my God. I hate Zoom. I never use this.
We'll just deal with the echo. It's fine.
Can I share my screen?
Michael?
Yes, you can.
You that? All right.
You have the power.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Are you able to see?
Not yet.
No? Okay. Share.
Oh, there we go.
That did it. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So I deliberately did not include text because I feel like whoever's viewing this, I want them to like have it open to interpretation, but I feel like it's pretty straightforward. So I drew myself in the first box, and they are going on a journey because they received a vision, pretty much. And they took shelter in this decrepit, they're basically arms from an old statue, and like she's taking shelter in like a hand, pretty much. And then she continues her journey forwards to this bamboo forest, and she sees like a shadowy figure, and it turns out to be herself. So in the last panel, she kind of like fuses together, pretty much.
Wow.
That's it.
Love that last panel.
Yeah,
that second.
like the last panel, I kind of erased the line so that it kind of just like merges all together into one piece, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like we came up with 2 love stories so far, 2 alter ego stories. It's so interesting when these ideas come together from different sources. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right.
How do we unshare?
Right. Yep, there we go.
There it is. Okay, cool. I see Michaela, then Dio, then Jamie, then Courtney. Are you okay on time, Erika? To go a little over and
I just realized, sorry, I realized halfway through the sharing that I had the wrong audio off. So I was making comments, but my device is the one that's causing the echo, so I had to turn everything off. So I'm sorry. I was making comments and I was just adding in the chat.
But you can have your other camera on, or your other microphone on, right? Because you're still logged in on the other device.
Yes, I did. So I have mine, it's muted, but for some reason, because the Zoom app is on, it won't let me turn off the audio completely.
But maybe, oh really? But maybe we can ask, well, we want to hear you, but so can we ask that Zoom Erika to unmute, Michael? Will that work? Or?
Well, you could just disconnect your second thing because you're not going to share your screen anymore, right?
Okay.
That should solve
Oh, true.
that problem. Yeah.
Sorry. Oh my goodness. Clearly, I don't use this often. Sorry.
No worries. I may have lost the order of sharing though, but you can hang on because we're into overtime. But can you hang on for a few more shares?
Yes. Yeah, I can.
Oh, awesome. So I see Courtney, then Michaela, then I'm going to ask you to unmute Courtney, and now.
Gosh, I'm in my car. I'm like balancing my phone on my steering wheel. Not going super well. I'll just hold that in place now. So I have my little witch starting out here. She's going to deliver a letter for us.
Hang on 1 second because
somebody started sharing a screen. We have to get that back.
I'm gonna take care of that.
I can't get it on my. I don't know how to do.
No, I don't know how to do this either. I'm lost.
I hit suspend. Sorry about that. So we're back to give me 1 second here. I think I just hit the wrong button, Tom. Yeah, I accidentally shut off everybody's camera. So just manually turn your camera back on. We'll go back to Courtney.
Okay, I'm back, Michael. So what you need to do is at least let Courtney to do audio. I don't know how to do it. I'm on a tablet and I just don't understand the tablet controls, to be totally honest.
All right, hang on 1 second. So I'm asking Courtney to unmute.
All right.
And are you able to turn your camera back on?
No, I
It's
don't
saying
think so.
that's still disabled.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
It's a fun adventure.
Yeah, this is an adventure. Okay, here it is. Start. All right, I just let people start their.
There we go.
There we are. Sorry about that, everybody.
No problem. Okay, so I've got my little witch. She's going to be delivering a letter today. She goes through the forest, coming from this village. She goes through the forest, and unfortunately, she couldn't find shelter. She tried to shelter under a tree, but she gets a little soggy in the rain and the thunderstorm. And then in the forest, she meets the Goose Queen, and the Goose Queen decides to give her a ride to her destination. So we go past the castle and into this little thing, and you see her putting the mail in the mail slot.
I love that. To deliver me. Awesome.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Mail
Sorry
delivery.
about
I like
all
that.
the technical problems. I see Michaela next.
Thank you, Courtney.
Thanks, Courtney.
Okay, I have a little drawing, but I wonder if I could share my screen.
Okay.
It says it's still disabled.
I don't know. I think I can do it if you need, Michael. Let's see.
I just
Sorry, I know we just went. Okay. Maybe you can see. That's kind of hard to see on. Maybe it's like okay, like this.
Yeah, we can see it like that.
Okay, it's just a little story about a visit to my adoptive parents, and so the first panel is at the airport. That's introducing me. They weren't at the airport, and then the second panel is waiting in the rain. Can you see that? And then.
Oh,
it's the wrong way round though, isn't it?
No, you can see it the correct way.
Oh, okay, that's weird. It looks wrong here. And then it says the prompt was like an obstacle, right? Like a person who rises up as an obstacle. So it's my mom at the door saying you're late. And because they didn't pick me up, it was like a bunch of trains and buses. And then the last panel, sort of the resolution is 4 more weeks of this.
Oh.
So that's it, just a simple sort of memory episode following the prompts. Thanks everybody.
Nice. I see Deo, Jamie, and Lynn.
Whoa.
There you are.
Is it possible to share my screen?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. It's on my head. So, all right, so this is a character I made up when I saw the prompt called Boombug. Just started, originally it was just a bomb with 2 feet. And then I thought, why not add more legs? So we've got Boombug sets off with the little yield sign butterfly from the big city, goes through some gigantic grasslands, which make for a great storm shelter, especially if you're bug-sized. From there, winding path through to the Sly Eye Forest, where Boombug tries to avoid eye contact with some creepy looking eyes. And finally, Boombug makes their way to the crumbly cliffs where they get to just gaze over the map that they've traversed and enjoy the view. So
Amazing.
I love
those names so much.
Boombug.
I love a journey that is just to get to like observe something, I like that too.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Thanks for hosting, Erica. This is great.
Thank
Jamie,
you.
can we see on camera?
So we got.
And unmute you. All right. We'll go back to Jamie. How about Lynn?
Yep.
Hi, Lynn.
So this is on Procreate, and my map started at the bottom because it's always an uphill battle with me. And I also, I sort of, it was funny. Well, all right, I'll just show you. So this is the beginning. It's kind of a city. It's like sort of Brooklyn. Time to make some changes. That's my character. A downpour outside the window. I got to some rural place and I found a well-placed tavern having a whiskey or maybe actually, as I got to the end, it might be some kind of magical potion. I meet the mysterious character and ask the person, this hooded character who he or she is, and the character says, and I couldn't think of this until like halfway through everybody else's story. It was a blank. And I realized, oh, it can be fantasy. The person is my change maker and gives me. So, yeah. Yeah, it's very fun.
I love that. I love the recurring pattern in each panel as well.
Yeah, I know. I thought maybe a different one for each stage, but I decided to keep it. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Lynn.
Love that, Lynn.
Thank you.
Jamie.
Oh, hold on. Hi, I'm here. Okay, hold on.
Hi.
I don't know how to share screen or whatever. And also, yeah, no time for ink or what have you, but I tried to participate. All right, that Spot. He's the dog like dragon. His mom named him Spot because his great feature is that he has spots. She also said, don't cry, because if you cry, you're going to wash away your spots. So he's always afraid of crying and he's always afraid of, rain. So here comes the thunderstorm. What's he going to do? He's got that $5, $8 New York umbrella. That's really a $2 New York umbrella. And it doesn't work. It blows out immediately. And now he's trying to hide at McDonald's because if they serve billions of people, well, they're going to serve a spotless dragon that's melting spots too. That's what he thinks. Then this gets in the way. What in the heck is this? He doesn't know, but he knows he wants the spots to stay on so badly. He's going to stand up to whatever this ugly thing is. So he says, "Who are you? Please move. I need to get around. My spots are melting. I have nothing to defend myself with this shitty broken New York umbrella. Get back." And then here comes his shitty mom. Oh, honey, don't cry. It's me, mommy. I was just playing and testing, make sure you're still brave and strong. Sorry I scared you. Have a Big Mac and a towel. And that's what he gets. And he's happy. He's happy about it. His shitty mom doing that trick to him. All right, thanks. I'm sorry I didn't hear my name before. I was trying to concentrate,
That's
but this
okay.
is great. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Thanks, Jamie.
It could be McDonald's new tagline, have a Big Mac and a towel.
I'll finish
awesome.
it later and post it. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
sharing. Eleanor is next, but they're off camera, so we're going to go to Tanny and we'll go back. Has to unmute. Hi, Tanny.
Hi, I'm working on iPad today, which is new for me, but I did my adventure with 2 characters. Oh, sorry, hold on. I don't know how clear it is, but yeah, with 2 characters for a short comic I'm working on, and they take off in their little ship, and one of them is like a space biologist, and she finds a flower, but then, they take off and then they have to fly through a nebula and are crashing, but they make it to their destination and they find a flower and put it in a canister to take with them along their trip. And mine is also a love story because they fall in love at the end.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The colors
Wow.
are so
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, lovely. So happy we're getting so many love stories too. It's a good day.
I love how people are adapting the storm to the environment that they chose.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Thank you for sharing. Eleanor, if Eleanor comes on camera, we can share.
He's trying.
Okay. Well, this is just tech glitch night. That's all. We'll come back to you, Eleanor. How about Madeline? While Eleanor figures that out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Could I share my screen?
Yes, you may.
Let me try it. Okay. So first we have the journey begins, and we have a sort of Barbie style princess, and she says, I'm off. And then there's a sudden storm. She says, I'll shelter here for the night under a giant tree. The next morning, who goes there? The tree is some sort of being. And then finally, at last, phew, just in time, she has arrived at the medieval times cast entrance, because that is where she was always headed. Not in my mind, but once she got there, it's like, that's where she belongs. Is
great. I love
living
that.
out her dream in that way. She's a medieval times cast member.
Awesome.
Thanks, Madeline.
Thank you for sharing.
Eleanor, how's the camera coming?
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. Maybe next time.
Yeah. Someone's going to teach me on another side.
Chris, I see Christian and Tanny already went.
Yeah, I think that's it, Michael.
That's it. We got everybody.
Well, we'll finish up with Christian if they're ready. And then otherwise,
I got something.
Who's that?
It's me, Christian.
Oh, can you turn your camera on, Christian?
Okay. Hold up. I need to get the thing. Get the thing. Oh, shit. Okay.
Hey. Did I? Okay. Ooh.
Cool characters.
Like Charlie Brown mixed with a little bit of awareness of it. Like this is the group of friends. Well, this is the brother. The brother's over here. This is the sister. That's their robot, and this is their friend. Their friend say some weird stuff. The sister's like, what's wrong with him? The brother will be like, wait, hold on. Hold up.
Speaking of McDonald's?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Not Ian, just trying to find it. Come. Up. Hold up.
I was not laughing at the art. I was just laughing at the McDonald's.
That's Jamie's story. Jamie's a.
Like I know the story about it. Just you have to find it. That's all right.
That's okay.
Hold
I
up.
trust-
Give me
I
a moment.
trust-
Okay, give me a moment. This is it. Okay, this is it.
All right. You want to read that?
Don't mind him. He's just talking, but not in the way you're talking. And he says, "Wee ma boom boom." The guy sent something. There's gonna be an explosion. This guy said, "What explosion?" He freaks out. He's holding on him to cover. He exploded. Then the guy was like, "What's going on?" They're just looking at themselves like,
Oh, look, Snoopy makes an appearance.
Yeah, it's the dog. The dog basically did it. That's it.
Nice.
Cool. Thanks for sharing that.
All right, thanks. Michael, I'm gonna actually I don't think I can. I was gonna say I'm gonna spotlight Erika back, but I don't have those kind of controls on this. So I'll
I
let you
can do it, Tom.
There we go. Thank you. So wait, first of all, I want to thank Michael for being such an amazing manager of all the logistics, and together we can thank Erika. Erika, thank you. This was so fun, but also like, we really, we tell human stories here, and there's always some new way to do it. And this was a really surprising one. We got stories about animals and art supplies, and some deep ones about loss and about adoption and the change maker, and I wrote a bunch of things down. Can't read all my letter, but
the alter egos, Tom.
Egos, yeah, and so like suddenly we're thinking about our life as a bit of a journey or a bit of a quest even, and somebody in the chat wrote, what did they write? They wrote sheltering is such a good prompt, and I agree with that too, right? That's really intense, and it just felt like a little fantasy Candyland thing, but it really brought some stuff up, so I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking on this journey, Erika.
Thank you. I'm glad. It makes me happy when people when we stray from the actual exercise and make it our own. It's always fun to see how everyone's so different and have their own spin.
Definitely. Definitely. Thanks again, Erika. Michael, are you able to ask everyone to unmute so we can?
Yeah, everybody unmute, and let's give Erika a big group thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Australia.
Really great.
Thank you so much, Erika.
Thank you.
Yeah, really good.
Thanks from the puppies too. They had fun.
Thank you.
And if you didn't get to share, don't forget to post to social media, #Friday Night Comics at Saw Comics, so we can all see. Thanks for coming,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Have a great weekend. Thanks again, Erika. This is great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And when I got there.
Oh, Erika, do you have a hashtag? I could
Yeah.
put it on Saw. People were asking.
Oh yeah.
They want
You
follow
can
you.
hashtag, or tag me, Modern Enchantment. Let's see.
If you put it in the chat, I can put it on Saw.
Got it.
Oh, Modern Enchantment, cool. Thanks again. This was so much fun. It opens so many doors to so many different story flavors. Really great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, I'm happy everyone enjoyed it.